Hey guys, welcome to Big Daddy's Little Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how I make an elegant, traditional, white, creamy Italian sauce called Alfredo with only a few simple ingredients. I'm telling you, once you taste this sauce, you'll never go back to getting bottle sauce. So stick around, I'm going to show you how I do it next. Hey guys, if you're looking for a creamy, rich, decadent, delicious Alfredo sauce, look no further. I start with about a half a cup of butter and a couple cloves of garlic. At this point, I want to make sure I don't let the garlic burn, so I continue stirring it before adding my 1.5 cups of heavy cream. Once we introduce the heavy cream to the stove, we'll put a pinch of fresh parsley in and continue stirring with a little bit of Italian seasoning and just a pinch of nutmeg. And I'm telling you, don't skip that step with the nutmeg because it really does add flavor. Continue stirring this for approximately 2 minutes, not to let this come to a boil, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to remove it from the heat. Once we remove this from the heat, this is where we're going to add our fresh Parmesan cheese. And you can see that I'm slowly incorporating this into the cream, because what we want to do at this point is get that not only stirred in, but we want it to, obviously we want it to melt into the sauce. And I gently use a wooden spoon to stir this. And we'll go ahead and make sure there's no lumps into it. And keep stirring and keep stirring. And as you can see, still have it off the heat. And at this point, I will add just a pinch of fresh Parmesan Reggiano cheese to this mix. And I will also add just a little more fresh parsley. Continue to stir it, and then I'll go ahead and bring it back and put it on a very low flame on the stovetop. And you can see at this point that the sauce is becoming quite thick. And this is a great consistency if you like a very, very heavy Alfredo sauce. But me personally, I'm going to go ahead and thin it down just a little bit. And what I'll use is some of the water from my fettuccine noodles. And once I add that into it, I generally quickly get the consistency I'm looking for. And you can see that we're not lacking cheese in this recipe, because it is not only rich and decadent, but the cheese flavor is throughout, unlike what we buy at the store in bottles. And you can see the hot water is what thins this out to give you a very, very velvety texture with your Alfredo sauce. And I use just a tiny little bit all the time. I continue stirring. And you'll also notice that my flame is off. Once your fettuccine is a little more than al dente, you're going to want to go ahead and take that off, completely drain it, and drain it well. And then we will add the Alfredo sauce over the fettuccine. And this not only will incorporate everything evenly, but give you a flavor throughout. I never top my fettuccine with the Alfredo sauce like you would a spaghetti sauce. This is how I like to do it. You can either use a couple of forks, or in my case, I just use 2 wooden spoons because I don't want anything broken up. So we'll continue pouring and tossing this gently. And we're just about ready to plate this delicious Alfredo sauce. And all this recipe is going to be left down below. And if you would, share your thoughts about this recipe and let me know how you like it. I have a feeling you're not only going to enjoy this, but this will probably be one of your go-to recipes for an Alfredo sauce. Once I get it plated, I hit it again with a little bit of fresh Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, and I'll use a little bit of fresh parsley to garnish my plate. And the only thing we do to finish this dish up, once this is done, is a little fine cracked pepper, and you've got an absolute delicious Alfredo sauce. So enjoy, and I hope you all come back to see me again for more delicious recipes. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe with all your friends and family. Until next time, enjoy this recipe. Hey. Hey, guys.
Not too close to the thing.
I know. Hey, guys. If you're looking for a fresh, creamy, rich, decadent Alfredo sauce, hey, guys. If you're looking for a rich, creamy, decadent Alfredo sauce, a little bit of fresh, unsalted butter, look no further. And you can use today I'm going to show you how I put together an Alfredo sauce with only the freshest ingredients. You're going to want to make sure and trust me when I say this, bottle sauces will be a thing of the past. I start with a few tablespoons of melted butter and fresh garlic, and I add in about a cup of heavy whipping cream, a little bit of parsley, nutmeg, and fresh Italian seasoning. And I'm going to leave everything down below, so don't get caught up with that now. Once you put everything into a stock pot, you're going to want to go ahead and slowly stir this. But you don't want to bring it to a boil. When you see a few little bubbles on the sides starting to form, hey, a good stir. You're there. And it's starting to thicken. You're going to go ahead all your ingredients. At that time, I like to use a wire whisk to remove it from the fire. Now you'll notice the change to we add in a little bit of fresh cream off the fire cheese. And the kind of cheese you're going to want to use Parmesan cheese is Parmesan cheese. That's right. I don't use a grated Parmesan that's already made. I like to grate it myself, and I'll add that into the cream and butter while it's off the fire. And you slowly stir it in to make sure everything is incorporated well. And once you get it stirred in, you're going to begin to see everything thicken up. I'll continue stirring for a minute or so. I'll give it a few more stirs, and I'll add in a little fresh Parmigiano Reggiano, very, very finely. And I'll tell you, this gives you not only flavor, but a little more added salt. Drop in a little parsley and continue to stir. And I continue stirring. You can take it back over to your fire, and on a very low heat at this time, on a low heat, I'm going to bring it out and whisk it or stir it with a wooden spoon to my stovetop. And as you can see, it will become very, very, and I'm going to be looking for consistency at this point. To break this sauce down just a little bit and get it to the consistency where you're happy. But myself, once you boil some fresh fettuccine noodles, you can use a little bit of the water. And remember that water is going to have starch from the fettuccine in it to reduce. And you can see here that we've got a beautiful consistency. And I'm telling you, this is unlike anything you buy in a bottle at a store. As a matter of fact, once you try it, most of you will agree that it's a whole lot better than what you're probably getting at most of your favorite restaurants. I slowly add a little bit of water to thin this sauce down just a tiny little bit, and with just maybe an ounce or so of hot water. And the hot water from my fettuccine noodles from clumping, I get the consistency that I'm looking for. Once this is done, I go ahead and I drain. I pull these noodles out, my fettuccine noodles, and they'll be a little bit past al dente. Well drained. Once I drain, so placing them into a column my noodles, or a sink, you'll pretty much get all the water of them off to put everything together. And the only ingredients that I placed in the water to boil, we're going to go ahead and give this a stir. And the only thing I've added to my water for my noodles is a little bit of kosher salt, this time I place and a tablespoon of olive oil. I bring everything out after it's drained and strained into a separate bowl. And at this point, I'm going to add my Alfredo sauce over them. And at this point, we're going to put everything together by giving it a gentle stir. I like to use a couple wooden spoons, or in case you may want to try a couple forks. Not to break your noodles up. We just want to gently incorporate our sauce and noodles together. Shrimp and a little bit of butter. Once everything is mixed well, sauce, or you may even want to. The only thing left for us to do mushrooms on top or a vegetable is plate today. We're going to enjoy these just the way they are. We'll add a little bit of this to a plate. And I'll put a liberal portion. Where again, I don't think you can get enough cheese on an already cheesy noodle, so I'll put another dash of a little bit of Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. And I like a little bit of cracked black pepper of beautiful
and I'll garnish
cheese
it
flavor on this dish
with a little more fresh
and
parsley.
I'll top it with a little more fresh
And
parsley.
I'm telling you, at this time, the only thing left
to give a more
is to taste this delicious recipe.
look to our dish. And trust me, if you're having company,
So down below, you're going to have to leave a comment and tell me how you enjoyed it.
Fresh cracked black pepper.
In my opinion, this will be one of the best Alfredo sauces you might ever taste.
Best Alfredo
like
sauces
always, make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
Until next time, don't forget.
Hit the bell for more notifications. And until next time,
subscribe.
We'll see you back here again for another great recipe.
For more great recipes.
Enjoy.
Thanks for watching.